Hey guys, welcome to Box. What am I calling it now? I'm calling it Box Chat, Box Talk, Box Notes. Box Notes on February 28th. I'm recording it on the 26th, but it's going to be for the 28th. So this is the second week that I've done this, and I have to say, I think I've really improved. I mean, I said that last week, and then I edited the video for the first time in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I did terribly. As you could see if you go back to it, the resolution is terrible. The sound is good, but that's about the only thing that's good. And the video, I mean, and the video isn't really the point of the video. The video wasn't the point of that one because it's mostly like notes for myself. Because right now I'm not even playing a game. Right now I'm just like sitting here at my computer. But still, I think I wanted to have it on in the background so that people could like just watch it, or I could watch it when I go back and be like, oh, okay, and just kind of like mindlessly do something. Because I think it's a lot easier to listen to something if you're watching something else at the same time. That's just a big thing that I do. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So in the past week, I've learned a lot about Adobe Premiere. I've learned better how to export a project. Unfortunately, it takes about an hour for every video that I do to export, and then about 10 minutes for it to upload to YouTube. So that's about an hour. It's about, if I do, I do one day a week, and I'm trying to get 7 videos a week. So that's 7 hours right there. So I got to right away be ready to upload and start putting on YouTube. Yeah, so what else have I been up to this week? I played, I think I finally put up RuneScape. I've started editing The Sims. I played more Hearthstone. Hearthstone I'm going to try to make more of a regular series. I'm going to, I have it as, right now, I'm on a quest to be the worst assassin in the world. That's one thing. I'm having a really hard time. Well, no, I'm not really having a really hard time. I'm finding it really difficult to find a storyline right away. For the first couple episodes, the first couple times I play a game, I'm like, okay, so I'm just playing the game. And then the story kind of builds itself together. I don't plan anything ahead of time. Things just kind of happen. And sometimes, like, I realize that I really have to shift it. Sometimes when I force a story, I really have to then shift it when something then pops up that's really good. Yeah, so that's kind of something that I've realized happens as I make a series. I'm wondering more and more and more how much the like personality of a YouTuber is fabricated. How much, because I've been paying attention now in the videos to. Oh man, you can probably hear the rain outside, can't you? No, don't worry about it. I've been paying attention to like the tone at which people talk, because they try to talk in a really upbeat and they try to like laugh while they're speaking. And I mean, I try to like one thing that I find is helpful is to maybe like watch something that's funny beforehand, because you got to really just get in the mood to be able to do this. It's hard to really because it's hard to really empathize as much with your like game, because you are sitting here at a computer and your character's like in the game running around. And a lot of the YouTubers who I watch, there's the big popular thing to do is to get really like energetic and to start yelling and to laugh and to be really crazy. But I'm not really built for that. I'm just more of a like kind of person that is kind of sedate. I don't have, my voice is more of one that I always kid around and say that I'm one of the boring lecturers. I have the perfect lecture voice. Because it's just kind of just enough of that level that it's like informative. It's always like, oh, okay, he's teaching something. I always sound like I'm teaching something. Yeah. But anyway, how else have things gone? Wow. So last week I had 17 minutes of video to fill, and this week I have 22. I think 22. Yeah. And it's hard to think of things to say, but I'm doing my best. What else is important? What's going on with me and my research? I've found a couple different sources to use. I'm having some I'm clicking a USB port. I'm having some hardware issues because I started out with my laptop. I have a laptop on my desk right now. And I had to get an external hard drive because as my recordings I use Fraps, and each recording is like, well, it's one. I have 1 terabyte. It's like 100 gigabytes for a 40-minute long recording, and my episodes are like 15, 20 minutes. So that's That's 2 episodes. 2 days worth is 100 gigabytes. That's 1/10 of my hard drive. I have to have basically 7 episodes. So that's, I don't know, however much math. That's like more than half of my hard drive is filled up with 1 week's worth of recordings. I was hoping that I'd be able to save some stuff and maybe like make a what's it called, a montage afterwards. But it looks like I'm gonna have to download those from YouTube because I can download videos back from YouTube. I found that out, and that's good. I'm happy I can do that. But I have this hard drive, and so the hard drive's nice. And then I had to get an external microphone. I had an extra microphone, which works perfectly well. And I had headphones already. And then I had to get an Ethernet cable because my Wi-Fi, I use Wi-Fi at the building I live in, it was terrible. And I would play League of Legends is the game that I play online most often. But Hearthstone's also online. And I was starting to get some Hearthstone delays as well. Like, it wouldn't open up. But now it's all set up because I have my Ethernet cable plugged in. I'm just basically turned my laptop into a desktop. Yeah, but it's working fine now. And I did realize, oh yeah, okay. So I told a friend about, I showed Hale the channel, and he came to it and he was like, and the thing he said to me was like, oh yeah, I had no idea what you were doing. I mean, he was watching last week's Box Talk and he said, oh, Box Talk, and he was like, oh well, I had no idea what you were doing, but so I just listened to what you said, and I realized through my videos, I never really explain the game. I never say like the basics of the game. I kind of jump into it, and I assume that you guys can figure it out as you watch it. I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But I'm gonna try. Possibly gonna go back next couple weeks and have one episode on a couple games and say, all right, so here are the basics. This is what you do. This is what you need to know, and etc., etc., etc. I think in the next few weeks I'm going to actually make a tutorial for. I'm leading a class in a few weeks on video gaming, on virtual worlds actually, and I think I'm going to tell my classmates my channel because I'm going to put a special video in there because it's the class I'm leading is going to be a practical. So we're all going to be playing a video game all together, computer game all together. I think it's going to be League of Legends. Just because it's free and it's multiplayer and it'll help them learn to navigate in the world. I don't know. I mean, I would ideally, Minecraft is one I have the most experience with, and Minecraft would be amazing because we'd all be able to play together on a server, LAN server even, because we would be on desktops all together. But unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. We're going to have to use free software because I don't want to force any of my classmates to buy programs that they're going to use just once, and it's like £20. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make them do that. Yeah, but so I think I'm going anyway. I think I'm going to make a tutorial video for League of Legends for them, and I'm going to send them the link, and I'm going to say, here, watch this, and it'll be up to them if they have any interest in watching my other videos. But I'll be able to see it. Just if any of you guys are listening, I'll be able to tell that you watched it because I have literally like 4 views on my videos so far, and they're all me, so I know which videos I've watched. And the only thing I have to say to you, if you are watching this right now, make sure to like the video. It means it's I mean, with big videos with like, so like every gaming YouTuber says that at the end of his video channel. He says, oh, make sure to like and subscribe. And I mean, on the macro level, as somebody that famous who has 200,000 views every single day on every single one of his videos, then I mean, I don't know if you still need to say that. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just have a splash at the end of their video that says that. But a lot of times it's really like important that they say that because, like me, for example, if one person likes my video, that is a huge deal for me. I'd be like, holy shit, I have to put more effort into this now. And if somebody else subscribes and I'm like, oh god, now I have pressure to have somebody like listen to me. because somebody has like the interest to listen to me, but who knows if that'll ever happen. Um, yeah, and another responsibility that I'd have to have if people actually started listening to me is I'd have to have some consistency. Right now, I'm just playing around with some effects. You can like going back through my videos, you can really see kind of well, maybe not right now. Maybe it all just looks like crap. But you can kind of see an evolution in how I do things. So my first few videos weren't sized like screen size wasn't actually perfectly correct. The sound was terrible. I was trying to like I'm still not at the balance of where I should be. I don't know whether I should be all entertainment, all informative, because I'm definitely going to be a mix of both. I want to start a series at some point in which I think I'm going to do it once the summer term starts. Right now I'm in my spring term. I think once the summer term starts, I'm going to start a series where every week, I think it's going to be once a week. It's probably going to be on Sun. No, okay. Here's my schedule right now. Monday through Friday, I have some sort of series going on, or a couple series. Right now I have Hearthstone, and I'm starting up The Sims that I'm going to be putting up. And then on Saturdays, I'm going to do this box notes. And then on Sundays, I'm going to hopefully do like a longer, maybe 40-minute playthrough of either a 40-minute playthrough of a new game, or a really short video where I try a new way of editing, or I'm doing whatever it is. It's going to be something unique and not connected with the rest of them. And I need to find a day in there as well. Maybe I'll just do it Wednesdays, because Wednesday's a nice middle day, where I'm going to put an academic day. It's going to be pretty, like, this is what this is. This is an anthropological concept. This is how it applies to the game I'm playing right now. And then I think that'd be actually pretty cool, for me at least. And I don't think anybody would really object to it. But man, this rain is loud. Yeah, but we'll see how that works out. It'll be a good. This has been a good experience so far, though. I've had a lot of fun with it. And I really like this idea that I came up with of these notes every week. So it's a good lesson for me. But I think that I've changed. It's interesting looking at how my attitude towards things have kind of changed since I started this YouTubing. Now when I watch YouTubers, I sometimes I can kind of tell more whether they're being artificial, because I'm not a big fan of like the artificial YouTuber. I mean, PewDiePie is a big example of that, and he's like super playing to his crowd. I'm not going to be somebody who plays to his crowd. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my interests, and I'm just going to have fun with it. Watch me say this right here, and then 2 years in the future, I'll be like some sort of PewDiePie lackey who's being all sorts of crazy, playing like who knows what dumb games and screaming and speaking in strange voices like all the rest of them. And with other YouTubers, like the other YouTubers that I don't actually watch any of PewDiePie's stuff, but with the YouTubers I do follow and watch, it's interesting to see their videos now compared to their videos before they were popular. Before they were popular, most of them were group stuffs. There was only one that wasn't really in a group, but he became popular really quickly after he started his YouTube channel. But when they talked, they would talk really naturally, and they would just talk about crap or whatever they were doing. And then now, everything's really fabricated. You can tell kind of. It'll be interesting. I'm going to try to get in contact with certain ones and talk to them, interview them, and it'll be interesting to see how they talk about the pressures of their YouTube channel, because there is a lot of pressure once you get people watching you. And as YouTube is famous for, they have a terrible, terrible comments section. I couldn't imagine if I had any comments on my videos and they were just like, "Oh, you suck. You should stop doing this. Why? Your editing is terrible." And I'm like, I know this, but I mean, you don't need to point it out. That kind of hurts, man. Come on. So, I mean, yeah. But I if I get a community, I would hope that it would be positive, but it would definitely put pressure on me to improve. And you can tell that these guys, these YouTubers, these professional YouTubers, they're really formulating their own like online identity. Even more so, they're kind of caught in a trap. Like even already, I am caught in like I don't. I have one side. I really want to be consistent. I really want to have some sort of consistency, get stuff down, and be like, okay, this is a pattern. This is what it looks like. It'll be a regular thing. Everybody's going to be happy with it because it's pretty cool. But on the other side, there's the well, I could do this. This is a better way to do it. Why don't I do it this way? And so, I mean, I could do it either way. I think for now I'm going to keep improving. I'm definitely not going to stop with the little paint pictures. Maybe I'm going to try Photoshop someday, and I'm going to try to Photoshop a good like splash image for me at the beginning. Right now I'm okay with my image afterwards, my little paint outro. I'm going to try to, though, I want to get a little bit extra stuff in there. It looks kind of cool. I mean, I like it. I don't dislike it, but I can go in every once in a while and add little details. I think it's going to slowly evolve into a better and better picture over time as I, like, go back to it. Or I'll just leave it. Who knows? It could be either way. But my intro is definitely going to change a bit. Right now I just have, like, I've played around with a couple different things. Hearthstone, I have a soundtrack now. I have music now that Hale made. I've been using that, and I also have like I don't know whether to do a splash, whether to do a title. I have some certain fonts that I was able to switch in and use those instead of other ones, but I don't know. Oh wow. Okay, but I think that I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it as it is. I'm gonna try. Maybe I have to stick. I definitely have to stick with a font. I can't go with the super over editing and because I mean, the thing is like your font is kind of your personality, and I don't have enough skill to make my own font. I've gotten a few free ones off of online, and it's the little things. It really is the little things. Like even as I was making my paint image, I was like, oh my god, how do I make this look fun? How do I make this look informative? Should I put something in here to make it look educational? What am I doing? And so I settled with, I mean, it's a terrible image of a person in a box sitting playing computers in a dark room, because that's basically how I spend all my time. But all my friends know that, so I mean, it's not really a secret. I love video games. I play them all the time. Luckily, I've able to find some people to play video games with as well. We've got a good group of friends. We all play video games together. But other than that as well, it's a big gaming is a huge community thing. It was even when I was younger though, it wasn't as it is now. For example, like I mean, yeah, we played Super Smash Brothers and we played Mario Kart, but oh my god, that was all party games. That was all like, oh, come to my house, we'll play video games. Sweet, let's do it. And then you'd go to their house and you'd play video games. And then when you go home, you wouldn't be able to like chat. The most you'd be able to do is call each other. But I'm a guy. Guys don't call each other. We're too cool for that. But but now like today, you say, oh hey, you want to play LOL? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. I'll log on. And it's like, all right, sweet. And then you can play online together. And then you can play with other people too. I have friends in America. I have friends here in the UK. I have a friend in Germany and one in Sweden who I play video games with. I was part of a Minecraft server a while ago, and there were people all over the world who were part of that server. It was like a core community of like 20-something people, and they were all spread around. Most of them had never met each other in person. And that's an amazing thing. I can't even imagine that. Well, no, I can't imagine it because like it happens, but yeah, yeah. But anyway, this is kind of what got me interested in this digital anthropology stuff. Do I have any other updates for this week? Basically, I am going to try to script a intro word thing and an outro word thing that I say, like at the beginning, because I think that's gonna get us a consistency that I'm definitely gonna keep. I'm gonna say something like, oh, hey guys, welcome to, or today I'm trapped in, or like, because I mean, those are slightly different words, but still, like, very little things are actually can be really important. You can have sayings that you just repeat and repeat and repeat, and it kind of becomes your trademark. Then there's also my outro, and I want to say like, favorite, subscribe. I fooled around a bit with saying box out, but it's just so corny. I'm just not. I just feel so uncomfortable saying those little corny things like that. Um, yeah, but I think I'll find something to say. And it's interesting because I do wonder, like, other YouTubers, like famous YouTubers who have those little things that they say that like are kind of their trademark. Do they think about saying it? Would they say it just in normal conversation, or would they not? Because I mean that's part of my research. It's their separation of their online and offline identity. Are these things that they don't think about that they just automatically say when they play video games or when they're recording, or are they things they purposely think about and they're like, oh, here would be a good time to say, oh, buds, or hey, what's up, dudes, or like little like phrases, popular phrases that are theirs. There's one YouTube group that I follow. Is a group of guys who play video games, and you can really tell that they're kind of getting themselves into a niche. Niche. I don't actually know how to say that word, but yeah. And I don't know. I can definitely tell that it's not their offline personalities. Yeah. But anyway, I'm running to the end of my time right now. I think what I will do is I'm going to try the same exact thing, putting this up on a the same video game, even Creeper World, and then next week I will continue what I'm doing. I'll try to get stuff down to a pattern, like I said, and I will update you guys. But for now, thanks for listening to me, and I will see you next week.